Pebble Beach victory, a big one for you. A lot of stories coming out of that. You had eye problems and things like that. How can somebody who is legally blind in one eye come away with such a beautiful victory?
Well, fortunately, Richard, as far as my vision goes, I can have it corrected by contacts. I see nearly 20/20, so I'm always tinkering and trying to come up with a better solution. And I think I have hit on something now that will help my vision. But as far as destroying my eye, I may be doing that too. I hope not. I just think that it was a minor problem that I went through, and the lens was not wetting properly. And I think if I use the drops and keep the lenses clean, that it'll be okay.
You had considered another occupation other than golf, but I think you might change your mind after that win at Pebble Beach.
No, I'm not changing my mind. I'm a stockbroker, and what do you say, part-time or whatever. I try to do it full-time and try to do both full-time, and both are very time-consuming, and I have some good people back in the office that are looking after my clients right now. And but you know, I'm not really going to get out of golf. I intend to play golf as long as I'm competitive. I'm competitive right now. I'm probably playing the best golf of my career right now. But I want to have something when I'm finished playing golf. I want to have a solid business built, and I think I'm going about it in the right way.
Why are you playing your best golf right now? What did you do from last year to change things?
Well, maybe when I took my broker's exam, I had to study and got the cobwebs out of my brain. I don't know. It's a lot of things seem to fall in place sometimes. It could be that I have maybe more confidence, basic confidence in myself, since I have gotten out and studied and kind of branched out into other areas. I've done a couple things mechanically with my game. I made some swing changes. I'm using now this as a driver and as a 3-wood, these metal woods, which designed by a company called TaylorMade, and it's helped me get a little more distance. And if anybody needs distance, I do. So it's helped me in driving the ball a little longer and a little straighter. And now I'm getting to some of the par 5s and making a lot of birdies in the par 5s. And for someone as short as I am, that's saying something.
You also use an orange ball, I think.
No.
You thought about it, maybe.
I've tried the orange one, but I don't see any better than I see the white one, so I see no point in changing.
What is your opinion on them?
Oh, I think there's nothing wrong with it. The players that play them like them. They react and perform just the same. It's just a matter of preference. I think that the general public likes something new and different. Mm-hmm. And just like the metal woods, whether they help their game or not, it's new and different. And they might believe psychologically that it helps. The orange ball or the yellow ball or whatever, it's something new and different. And tennis picked up on it, and now golf is.
With the metal woods, I think you were one of the first players, if not the first player, to use it on the tour. Did you have to go through any kind of approvals to be able to use them?
It was approved long before I started using on tour by the USGA, and that's the only approval I needed. The biggest problem might have been the harassment I got from my fellow touring pros by using it and saying, what is this you're using now? And but I don't care what it looks like or what it sounds like. If it works, I'll use it.
Tell me about the course itself. Obviously a very windy course at Pebble Beach. Do you see any other tournaments that would be similar conditions to that, or is that one of the toughest?
Well, Pebble Beach is a very demanding golf course. All 3 of the golf courses, Spyglass Hill and Cypress Point, are all very, very tough courses, and all championship courses. We fortunately caught them on a week where there wasn't much wind and it wasn't cold there. I say it wasn't cold. I still wore a turtleneck every day. It is not like Honolulu by any means, but it's a great place to play golf. Championship golf courses, and I really think that's when it came down to the last 9 holes last week. Had it been a golf course where Craig had hit a couple of drives but it hadn't hurt him, he would have still won the golf tournament because he wouldn't have made the mistakes. But I described the holes at Pebble Beach as disaster-type holes, and the disaster-type holes for everyone, not just Craig or myself. And it was just a matter of I avoided them and he didn't, and that really made the difference.
Does it amaze you to see how well Jack Nicklaus is doing this year? He's in every tournament, the 2 that he's played, and he's just having a great year. He's consistent as ever.
Well, it really doesn't surprise me. He's played so well for so long, and I think as long as he makes up his mind that he wants to do it, that he will do well. And sure, there comes at a time in everyone's life when they start, because of age or whatever, they're going to go downhill. And Jack, by looking at his record, is not probably as good a golfer today as he was 10 years ago, but at the same token, he can win any golf tournament any time right now, and you know, he's certainly a threat any week, and I respect him, and I think of Jack Nicklaus as the greatest golfer that ever lived, and I think most people do.
How much of the game is mental? Did you find that winning Pebble Beach, it was more of a concentration effort than maybe a change of swing?
Well, I think when it came right down to the wire, that's really what it was. I got wrapped up in the competition with Craig, and he got off to such a good start that it put me in a good frame of mind, seeing him being the leader and being so aggressive and more or less taking off. 5 under through the first 7 holes, and it really gave me a little more of a positive attitude, I think, than had he backed up right away and the whole field would have been bunched at, say, 8 or 9 under. And so I think I picked up on a little bit on his attitude and then carried it through when it came down to the wire. You know, I was just trying to stay in control of my emotions. It's a very difficult situation. Sometimes you can play better than what you normally do because of the heightened state of emotions, the adrenaline flowing and so forth. But then it's a matter of controlling it and using it for you instead of letting it work against you.